Have you ever wondered how effective traditional karate could be against Kung Fu? Well, ever since I saw my very first Jackie Chan movie, I've had that very same question in my head. And so today, since I am the karate nerd, I decided to invite my good friend Sensei Ando, who's a Kung Fu expert, to show you guys one of the most devastating Kung Fu techniques in existence. And then we'll see how I could use traditional karate knowledge to defend myself against that very same move. You ready? Take it away, Sensei Ando.
Greetings, Jesse Sensei. A wind blowing from the east tells me you wish to test my Kung Fu. Well, since you live in Sweden and I am safe and sound thousands of miles away in Los Angeles and therefore cannot be hurt, I hereby accept your challenge. Allow me to present the legendary Tiger Claw. The Tiger Claw is one of the most powerful techniques in all of animal-style Kung Fu. To help me demonstrate the Tiger Claw, I'm going to bring in my friend Sensei Arson. And if you're wondering why a couple of guys who call themselves Sensei are demonstrating Kung Fu, well, that's a long story. The short version is, don't get too hung up on titles. We're all martial artists. Sensei Arson. Of course, a movement can be used in many different ways. A couple of ways you might see the Tiger Claw being used is to either swat somebody upside the head or to scratch across their face. But to me, these are not in the spirit of the true tiger. Curved claws suggest to me that you're always trying to pull the bad guy closer. A tiger doesn't want to push you away. He wants to pull you down to the ground and eat your face off. Now, I won't be eating Sensei Arson's face off today, but I can show you 3 other ways to use the Tiger Claw. At long range, the tiger is looking to grab hold of one of those fancy karate kicks, then immediately seize the neck or the face for an easy takedown. The low stances of the tiger make sure that I don't go down with him. At closer range, the tiger can also grab hold of an arm while attacking the throat or the face. And even though some people say you should never go full tiger, if he drops down to try to pick you up, well then you can also attack the hips and the face for a quick takedown. So, the key to the Tiger Claw is to grab hold of whatever you can and then get busy mauling. My question to you, sir, what can you do when a wild tiger catches one of your fancy karate kicks and tries to eat your face off? Can the karate nerd tame the Kung Fu tiger? Good luck.
Alright, so that was a pretty badass move. However, if you understand the roots of karate, you'll also know that it was not the best move against a traditional karate practitioner. Let me tell you why. You see, the original purpose of karate was self-defense, not sports or competition. And the very best self-defense moves made their way from southern China, the Fujian province, to Okinawa, the birthplace of karate. And those techniques actually came from an animal style of Kung Fu originally, known as the white crane, also known as Hakutsuru in Japanese. And so there is this famous legend about a tiger who meets a white crane. And the tiger basically wants to eat the crane, so it just jumps on it, tries to attack it. But the crane survives by evading, by flying, by using its wings and its beak to annoy the hell out of the tiger until the tiger just gives up and runs away. And so, I will now be using some of that old school white crane Okinawan karate stuff against your deadly tiger of Kung Fu. Check it out. Alright, so first of all, the very thought that anyone could catch my devastating karate kicks without breaking their ribs, that has to be in a parallel universe. But let's say my friend Sensei Ludwig right here manages to catch one of my kicks to then do his devastating Tiger Claw move. Okay, so what do I do? Well, first of all, it's important to understand something known as karate ni sentenashi in Japanese, which basically means that karate is a defensive art to begin with. Meaning, if I'm attacked, the first priority is to protect myself, not to attack him. So, I'm gonna be using this hand, which is closest, right, to just simply deflect his Tiger Claw. And then I attack with my own move. And for this, I'm gonna be using my fingers, bam, to the eyes, the finger jab. And if we just look at this move, That's the white crane, right? The Hakutsuru in Japanese, that Karate Kid move. So from the other angle, you got my leg, you attack and go bam, like that, okay? Now from here, if he doesn't drop my leg from this, I will have to either do another move like an elbow strike or simply just try to push down my leg to release his grip because I need my stability to continue with my karate techniques. So again, he catches that, he goes for the face, I go 1, 2, and then I elbow, stop down, and look, from here. And there's the tap. This move right here that I just did is what we call a bunkai, a practical kata application, because this move you see in many forms, in different styles of karate. And what I did was a joint lock against the elbow joint, just pulling and pushing at the same time. Obviously, I would just break it right away in a real fight. And now, from here, if I want to continue with a takedown, which is something we do a lot in the old school karate, right, especially in Okinawa, is this. I pull it over my head, making sure that it's now at an angle and not straight. And look, I twist his hand as I do a circular motion. Because if I just try to go straight down, it will just be against his, his pain tolerance basically. But I need to disrupt his balance, which we call Kuzushi in Japanese. So I simply move his arm in a circle, this, down. And then from here, either I finish him off with a traditional karate strike, or, look, I control his elbow with one hand and I twist his wrist the other way, here, until he taps out or breaks his wrist. If I don't control his elbow, he may spin out, which I don't want, right? So I just control his elbow and twist that. Let's try that one more time. So I throw my awesome karate kick. Somehow he manages to catch it and survive, and then tries to go for that tiger claw. I parry, I grab, and I go boom. The crane, the white crane move, the feather, right? Bam! And then I try to push my knee down to release his grip. If I need to, I elbow strike, which is a classical white crane move as well. Boom. Grab both hands and break immediately. Or let your friend tap if it's in training. Then move over, and then this way now. Take down, here, control. Make sure you stay away from his legs so he can't kick you in the head. Boom! That's it, guys. Please leave a comment to let me know what martial art you want to see me defend against next. And of course, check out the channel of Sensei Ando if you want to see him using his kung fu skills to protect against one of my most devastating karate moves. Until next time, sayonara.